Hello, everyone. Welcome to part 28 of building a city from scratch. In the last part, I was working on building this industrial area, and I also put in this fancy little bridge here and this new road that kind of came across, effectively extending this highway. In this part, I'm going to be focusing on this side, and of course, sprucing up this side however I can, because industry likes to use the industrial areas. Someone was asking me why cars move when I have the pause bar on. The pause bar. And I can tell you that it's on because if you go to your settings here... that's not the one. One sec. I think, yeah, it's under graphic options. Check off variable speed automata, and cars will move at the same speed. See, if I had this on, cars would stop. On play, they would move normally, like they wouldn't pause. And of course, on Llama and Cheetah, they move really fast. And I find that that's just too hard to keep track of. So I just keep it on. The setting is when I put it on off, everything moves at like the standard speed. So if I was to put it on pause and then play and Llama and Cheetah, right? They all move at the same speed regardless. And I just find that it's better. I think it's better a little bit for frame rate and whatever. Yeah, so that's it. This is one of the new high-tech buildings that I was able to download. Hammer data security, just something else to fill up the void, because I've had a lot of repetition with high-tech industrial buildings, which is just something that's common for many players. And before I get started here, I think I need to build a split in the junction here. I don't know where I can find that. Is there a cross? So that's a truck crossover. To make sure I don't crash the game. And that's a crossover, but I thought there was one that came in the middle. I guess it's in development for the real railway development. So for now, I just need to do like... I know that looks bad, but it just helps the trains, go to the right platform where they need to be, even though they're parallel. It's good to have these switches on multi-track railroads every once in a while, just to help the dumb simulation to catch up. And over here, probably put another avenue. I don't know if there was a crossing here. I could probably build another neighbor connection as well. Take out some of the relief on this road and whatever. But I'll check out the other city before I do that. So for now, I think I'll just build the frontage side road. Just so I know where it goes. So I can reference it when I build the rest of the road network further in. Always pick fractional angle first. I should really avoid doing that. So I found that I was a bit loud in the last video, so hopefully I'm a little bit quieter now. Here. Just wondering how many tiles I have. If I were to put in a fancy intersection, where would it go? Might even be able to put in 2 of them here. Is it better just having one avenue kind of branch out this way? Could maybe put another one over here. Or maybe just have 2 smaller roads come out. let me just get a feel for how many tiles I have here. Oops. 20 tiles, 80 tile, and I can put something there. I want these industrial plots to be quite large over here. I think I want to go with 8 tiles. But then on this side, I can probably go maybe 6. Okay. So I'll put another large curve here because, as someone was telling me, the truck radius, the truck turning radius is, it needs the larger curves for those freight trucks. Or else it just doesn't look as realistic as someone would hope for. And over here, I could probably get another road to branch out. About here. I can maybe even turn this into an avenue if I need to. I just hope that a lot of traffic that might want to use this ramp doesn't come out here and sidetrack itself. Is a roundabout a good idea in an industrial area? I don't know. This ground is not very smooth. So hopefully you guys are enjoying this series. I don't know how interesting or boring this industrial part might be. Mostly because I'm not very skilled with it myself. Industry is not my specialty, as you probably know. And I could have another road just run this way. So I really am not sure what I'm doing. Like, I would be absolutely terrible in making, some really gritty industrial areas. The ones with all, like, the pipes and huge manufacturing facilities and stuff, so that's really not for me. I don't know, what do you think of that? Not too many roads, but enough for it to be sufficient in terms of, capacity and whatever. Just make sure that the terrain here is okay. I think I took out one of the sound walls here. Oh, where are they? It's been a few parts since I've used the sound wall. Just kind of put that grass filler back in because it's on a slope there. I don't know if this is not enough roads or too many roads, or I don't know. I guess I'm just going to zone it all, and then when the simulation runs, I can find out what exactly I need to do to make it so that what am I doing here? I'm trying to explain something. I'm just too busy and focused on the game. I don't know how the simulation will react, but I'll put in fillers and other things if needed. And here, just keep the grass going a bit. I probably don't want that there because it kind of overhangs a bit. There's really not much of a need for these things over here. Also, should I put another connecting ramp this way? I wonder how that will look. Because that'll save a lot of trouble of going back on this road to access the thing. Just a quick little on-ramp, I guess. We put in a sign just telling people that they can go that way. Because I have the room here. I also forgot to put a sign on this side, so I'll just let's do that real quick here. Maybe put a bus stop here. Again, limited transit in industrial areas is fine. This isn't, the central business district or downtown or a huge residential area. And we'll see how this. I'm just gonna play it by ear and just see how it likes it. I'm gonna give the game a save, and then I'm gonna toy over with this area over here and see what I can do to improve that. It's kind of gritty, but just enough so it doesn't look boring. Yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm doing here. Maybe I should keep this trench. It should be easier to zone stuff. Because I can zone right up to the edge, right? It's not imperative that I don't. Maybe some kind of retaining wall would look nice here. I don't know if I have very many good ones installed at the moment, but it just gives that nice urban look that a lot of people know. Is it at the top? Give me 1 sec. I'm just gonna go through this. If not, if someone can recommend me a good retaining wall texture or just something for the slopes, I would really appreciate it, because I really find myself at a loss of what to download and what looks good and whatever, especially for like industrial areas. Like, this is kind of neat. This is almost too pretty for industrial areas. And of course it doesn't look as nice there either. I could probably just make this go all the way. I think actually there's corner pieces, so maybe I should just put that in. Where's the corner pieces? It doesn't like me. So what way does it want me to go here? Am I missing something? Oh, there's another piece! Okay. I was wondering why I couldn't find the right rotation. Oops. Oops, that doesn't like me at all. That's better. And then I got a spot here. Oh, I need to put a sign here too, so... I think I'll do that. Might be a good idea. Maybe just put a guidance sign on the other side, just since I have the room. Oops. I think there's also like a big freeway end sign, but I don't really need it because it really weren't. I don't know. Maybe I do. A lot of options, that's for sure. Now I'll do the same to this side since it's the same slope and the same height. And oops. Yeah, that's good. And then at the bottom, I can just put grass. And this side doesn't... I could put some retaining walls or something here, but it's not... The grade isn't as steep. This is where it's steepest, of course. And here I can almost have the terrain follow down. But on this side, it doesn't really need to. Because it's a little bit more rough on that side. Yeah, I don't know if I need a back road here. I can get away with 6 tiles, right? If a 6x6 industrial lot builds, then I'm fine. Oops. I'm just being lazy and not using any streets here. Maybe I should build a back road here. Just so it can reach the back part of the station, traffic or whatever. I mean, it can go through, so... Maybe that for now, and then, depending on need, I can have it kind of curve this way or that way, or... even have an at-grade crossing here. That's kind of stupid, actually. Could have the road kind of just bend like that, and join up. This is good enough for now. It just looks a little half done, but industrial areas can look like that, especially when they're not properly developed. So I think I'm gonna just give this another save if I'm happy with everything. I think I'm happy with everything. I'll give it another save, and then I'm gonna see just how the simulation reacts. I don't know if you can hear I just have a kitten meowing behind me. Just want some attention. I normally try to do this when he's sleeping or something, but he's just a little ruckus today. Okay. So that's good. Oh, maybe put a sign here. Not that way, you stupid. Just to fill that up. I know the only 2 bus stops over here are really close together, but again, I'll just see how the simulation goes. This here is actually one of my the newer buildings that I downloaded to try and get rid of repetition. Hopefully I have all the dependencies and stuff for that. Biotech building. There's already repetition of the brand new buildings that I've downloaded. So that's fun. Put a bus stop in maybe over here. Something's missing here. Guess I'm missing a props or something for that. And here, since this is a busy road, and this is the only way in, put some turning lanes here while I'm waiting for the industrial area to develop into something that I can work with. That's not where you turn left. Here's where you're going to turn left. And that's a 3-way intersection, so that's good. I do have room to put an avenue here if things get a little too hasty, but this ramp is now being used pretty well, so that's good. Traffic isn't going the long way around. I can also convert these to one-way roads if I want to, but I don't think I need it. I don't think the usage is that high. And I may as well just put one over here while I'm at it as well. I could make it, like, over here, but I don't think it's needed. There's just a problem with me, anyway, with turning lanes is that if I start building, like, a little something here, then I need a little something there, and a little something there, and I just get carried away, and it takes forever. And probably not... It's not the most interesting work for a series like this. And another site I was building recently, before I started this series, I put turning lanes just in a small subdivision, or something like roughly the size of this plot I just put in right now. It was for dense residential commercial, but it took me like 2 hours after I put in all like the center turning lanes and other turning lanes and just other things to make it look really fancy, and that's a little over the top for what I'm doing here. I mean, of course I still want it to look good, but all in the name of moderation and everything, right? So it's nice to see that this is developing now. How's my demand? Demand's still pretty good. And there's back part. Okay, this solves my fear that there are back parts developing. So that's good. And I'm having traffic problems here. That's good too, I guess. I don't know. There's always been traffic problems on this road. This used to be like 7,000, now it's only 5,000. And this highway is getting good use. These lanes have no traffic so far, but 813 use here. Interesting. We even have some trucks using these loops here. Where are they coming from? They're going all really... Oh, just from here? That's not really fair. How the heck is this connecting? Ha! Every once in a while you'll find a glitch. There's really no... This is considered a highway network, but I guess freight trucks don't give a damn. Makes for some interesting use on the loop ramps anyway. So, while I'm waiting for everything else, I'll just give the traffic data view to come up and see where my congestion problems are. This avenue's still bad, but it's always been bad. But this small RHW upgrade here and turning lane here should help a little bit. Also, a lot of traffic's going down this road, so that's good. That's a little odd how that one tile is bad. And again, there's just little spots. These little, like, when you have little redundant spots, it's not really that big of a deal. But it's just when you have really long lines, like when I did. Remember when I widened this road here? Like, that was all solid red. So that's when I knew that there was a problem, and that's when you need to do something about it. It's getting pretty red as time is going, because the city is growing, of course. That's definitely the most congested road. It's pretty much built all the way out. The only way to fix this now is to increase transit or build a highway. But there's really no room for that. These roads are pretty bad too, but again, it's just all in spots, right? And if I check the data views, maybe freight truck traffic will be noticeable now. So where's traffic? I swear, I don't see it right now. Oh, it's the very last one. Yeah, so freight truck traffic's still really low, but it's still noticeable, which is good. It's now in frame. As the city grows more, you'll see less of that. Less and less freight truck traffic, because it's, you know, it is significant, but the grand scheme of things, it's just not meaningful enough. As long as they can get from A to B, that's good. I'm just gonna take a picture here because it's... I just like how nearly all the ramps are being used. I think this one's not getting use. At least at this time of day. Yeah, no use yet. Not now. I guess it's just not needed yet. Oh, wait. There we go. After a month. So now every ramp is pretty much being used. So it just shows you, you know, if you build it, they will come. If you do it correctly. And there's no traffic generators either. Like, that's real. Like, this is all use. All of it. So that's cool, eh? And even this is being used a bit too. Bet you if I was to put like some kind of like road connection from here to there, it would maybe solve some problems over here. See what I can do about that. If I was to go maybe 8 tiles, I could build like an avenue intersection here. I don't normally like avenues that close together. But it's getting close to the library. Okay. The first intersection it should be is with an avenue, or maybe even a 3-tile road. All things considered, right? But I think I'm pretty satisfied with the industrial area. Like, it's building all the way up to the edge of the rail. So that's good. I don't really see too much... This is getting use. But I don't see any freight truck or freight train use. That's a little interesting. There was freight rail using it before. But now I guess I just made the road network too efficient that it wouldn't be used anymore. I'm sure if I made more industrial further over here, it definitely would get more use. But in the meantime, I think I'll just pause the game again. Because I want to put in... Oops. I want to put in a... intersection. Whatever. As long as this is level, then I'm fine. I think I messed it up badly enough that they need something else. Okay. So no on-ramps. I think I'll just put it... I could put another, like, couple half on-ramps over here, but... that just gets way too confusing. So I need 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 tiles for the turn lane. This will be the transition spot. I can probably go 1 tile up. One, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So I'll put that overpass back. Avenue over RHW. Too bad I can't put it over here, but it won't let you do that. Having 3 tiles is good, especially for something like this. Maybe just have it kind of... Like, this is just in standby mode, I guess, for now. So I think I'll just have it kind of do that. This side doesn't really need a connection yet, but I'll just put it here because it's here. Same deal can be said here because I have this little stub road and little stub road over there. And I have no idea what I'm doing over here, but I need to put in the elevated rail and light rail connection before I get a little too cocky and just develop the whole thing over. So I'll give the game a save. This should be good because this way a lot of traffic will actually kind of come here and can turn to exit and all that stuff. Yeah, it's kind of redundant to have an exit ramp here when there's an exit ramp, you know, right here. So just let the simulation run for a bit and I'll see how that works out. Yeah, there's already traffic, even truck traffic, being used over here. Interesting. But it's all about making enough connections that, you know, traffic likes you and your city likes you and your citizens like you and all that fun stuff. So I could zone a little bit more industrial. Since I'm at it, I will. Just because we're so close to the rail line, right? But I think I'll draw the line in the sand right here. Over here, we'll go back to residential, commercial, and all that stuff. I've actually got a collision on this road. There's so much traffic. And again, right? I can have this developed next to the highway. That's fine because it's. Remember, it's an avenue, really. Is there really that much traffic to warrant? No, it's just that was just a free collision. If I check the jobs in pop graph, you might see. Yeah, here's I think the high-tech industry right here. It's starting to take off. Still very low. I think it's only like 25,000 jobs or something. But you know, it's coming, which is good. Look at this redundancy. But it's not even worth it to demolish them because they'll just look at these redundant buildings here, right? These ones, 1, 2, there, yeah. Just you can't go a little crazy for that. Maybe just a little bit more industrial here. Do I want a smooth curve here? I don't know what I'm doing here yet, so I will just keep that as it is for now. Then I can curve this that way. I wonder if there's a way I can get away with. I don't think I can. Can I curve it like that? No, it's gotta go over. And here can be some kind of light rail station. Again, these roads don't need to connect. They're just there. I think I have a diagonal elevated rail station I could put there too. So I'll put one last elevated rail station in, and then I'll put that transition station. So let's see. Actually, the transition does act as a station. So never mind that. Now, sometimes I don't know if this is just for rail or for light rail. So I'll just have to check. What can I drag out of this? Send. Okay, so this is the one for heavy rail. See if I was to select the rail here, right? I can... That's heavy rail. This would actually be very useful to put... If I can put a spur line, if I can get a spur line through, I can connect it to this, and that'd be cool. I didn't really leave enough room. But if I just make like a sharp curve here, I can kind of dig it through. I'm feeling that, especially because there's a relief line over here. Again, I'm not like an expert on rail stuff, so forgive if this looks like utter crap. I just don't have enough room to work with. That's a problem of mine, especially with rails and stuff. Like, sometimes I just don't leave as much right-of-way, and everything's like an afterthought. But, you know, this applies in the real world. These at-grade crossings are okay, too. But does Caribou have one that transitions to... elevated rail to light rail? So I think, yeah, this is the one that was rail, right? Yeah, okay. So the next one on the list... That's to subway. And then this one's elevated rail to subway, so that doesn't help. I'll need to do it to rail and then do a rail to elevated rail transition. If you're not following me, that's fine. But essentially what I want to do is maybe have like... I'll try to make this a little realistic. Let's just see, I need to make sure I don't crash the game here. And I don't really want to save because I don't know if what I'm doing is what I ultimately want. Yeah, so the 90-degree curve doesn't even work here. That's bad. If I can get one more tile, that might be okay. I just wonder what it'll look like. Yeah, it's nothing bad. I'll rebuild all of this later. You know what? I don't even know if I want that. So what other pieces do I have to work with? So the 90-degree curve goes pretty crazy here. Yeah, I'll never be able to make that. Then there's this cool rail interchange. Doesn't quite work with what I'm intending here. Just need to find a way to connect this and this and this. I guess an easy way is just to do it kind of like that. And then over here. I'm not going to have enough room for this, am I? No, I'll have to put that transition maybe over here. Flip that over. This looks like crap, but it really is the only... Okay, I need an extra space here. It really is the only thing that I have that converts these two networks together. But again, I'm just playing around. This may not be final. And then here I can make it a little bit more broad. Oh, connect. In the end, I think I do want the rail here anyway. And I know this is just tight, but that's just as it, you know, that's just what it is. So what do you know? Basic light rail. And again, I don't know how I'll connect this, but I think I'll make a connection and I'll just make it work. This I could make elevated, or is there underpass pieces? I can just make it go to subway, I guess. No tram FULPs, but is there one for the 3-tile road? I don't think there is. No. Why don't I just do a quick subway transition while I'm thinking about it here? You know what? I'll just get rid of this because I don't know what it's like on the other side. That is, if I can fit it in. Let's see. That's not the one. Oh, this is for rail. Oh, never mind that. I need to put in one of those transition things again. Okay, screw that. I'll just put in another one. I do have another one. It's by the NDEX team. GLR to subway transition. It's just a little bit more steep, that's all. Oh, and this is subway view, so it'll just take a minute. While I have the view half loaded, I may as well just go all the way and just connect this somehow to the subway network. Just bear with me for a minute. See, if I have the half subway view selected, I may as well just go all the way, because it doesn't take much longer, I think. Or maybe it does. I don't think the game has any idea what I'm doing right now. And that it may want to crash. Okay. Before it does... Is that really the closest subway? I don't want to zoom out right now. I know I didn't put a lot of subway networks over here. Oh, right, because these are elevated rail. There's a subway spot in the bottom part. There's a subway spot in the bottom part here. This carries it, so I guess I don't really need anything else. For now, anyway. No. No, that's good. This will be expanded, of course, later on. So I'll just get that connected. Then I'll have a look. I'll save the game and then I'll have a look at. Oh, this just needs to be plop GLR. That's why it's not working here. I think it works. I guess I'll find out in time. But back when this was made, the light rail wasn't draggable. It was just puzzle pieces. So that's why it looks a little odd in terms of like me connecting it, like it won't actually get in. Maybe I'm just telling myself that to make me feel better. I guess I'll find out in time. Oh, there's... Looks like it's being used because there's a train that went... Okay! I'm right! Hey! Just gonna give the game a save. I could even extend this light rail line up here and maybe make like a tram and road or something. That'll look kind of nifty. But that'll be for another part. Could maybe do something over here. You know what, I will. Maybe this won't be as dense as before. People were, you know, asking me to put in some nice suburbs and stuff. Once I get the chance. So where's the train coming from? It's just coming this way, because this isn't even hooked up yet. But it is now. Yeah, this road would have to go at grade. And this is the actual subway network. I don't want any at-grade crossings here, so that's going to be a no. Oops, I think I just demolished something. Oh, crap. I demolished something back there that I didn't want to initially demolish. I don't know what I'll go here. Probably find something. This, I don't need to worry about hooking up yet, but, wonder how the flex curve will get along with the, everything here. That's good. I can even put an, you know, a nice, avenue roundabout here, because I do have the space. Oops. And just see how this works out. This could even go a little bit closer if I wanted it to, but who knows what I want. Maybe I'll have one stick out this way or go that way. For the meantime, I think I'll just do that. Is there any other connection over here? Don't see anything. So that'll work for now. Yeah, that'll work for now. And I'll come back over here and check on the industrial area. And how's demand? Demand's still there. Hasn't fully developed, but it looks like everything is nicely in. Oh right, I do want a connection here because this acts as a subway station. And if I'm not mistaken, this acts as one too. So away. That's bad. I don't know how I want this to connect. Guess just keep it straight. And then maybe just have it. This doesn't need to be a full intersection, especially with the rail here. But you can do it. There are pieces that exist. But just putting puzzle pieces in close to this transit-enabled lot, probably not a good idea. But I can get it to hug the shoulder a bit. Oops. That'll look all good when I put in stuff and whatever. And then here, of course, I can extend the light rail, Maybe put in a nice light rail station right here because this is like where it first comes in, right? Okay. I don't know how long this part is going, but I just keep going on a tangent. I was doing the one side, now I'm over here, and it's probably going to be a longer part when it's done here. I think I have like a nice 4-tile station. That's a 3-tile. I have a nice one. I think it's by like Il Tonsko or NDEX if anybody's asking. This is it. That constructs fast, eh? I'm sorry if I say A too much. But I don't want this intersection here. Guess it's the only way to get away with it. And here... Oops, there's traffic using this. There's a piece that I can put in, I think. No. I don't need rail on that side. There's a lot of tram and avenue puzzle pieces now, so there's everything to suit your needs, more or less. So I just need that. I want that kind of piece just without the rail on the other side. I'm assuming that it exists. It's just a matter of finding it. These are cool. That's cool too. These are all just cool. And I think I'm back to the normal rotation ring. So maybe what I'm looking for does not exist, or it's just in that rotation ring. Just see if I keep rotating. There's always got to be tram in the middle. Not that it's a bad thing, I can definitely put tram in the middle, but that's not what I'm aiming for. I'm just going to cycle through it again. See, I want something like this. But the other way. See how that is? I want exactly that, but for Avenue. There's even a 3-way piece. Look at all these pieces here. But is there nothing like that for Avenue? Maybe there isn't. There's even this. Guess that's a good alternative to use. Just kind of have a road curve up and meet it. Or have an avenue curve to meet it. You know what? I'm going to use this piece. Oh, I touched the turns and enabled lot with the puzzle piece. That'll be the end of it. That was my fault. See you next time, guys. Have a good one.